January. They've got to improve in this area.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Keeps himself upright. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Falcons' 33-yard line. 65, yeah, 65, go.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Now, that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from him, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Now he's free at the 35, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Running left, Taylor. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 12. They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Into the hands of Whip. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Bust through the tackle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync. It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On first and 10, a handoff. Nope, it's a reverse. And that one going to be blown up. The defense not fooled by the receiver coming around, and he'll be met behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. He'll drop to throw.
Finding Williams once more, complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers,
and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They'll drop to throw.
That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
On the draw is Taylor.
Hard running at the 15.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Again, it's Taylor. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 104 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 13-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. First and 10, Taylor now. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Alec Pierce from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But, Charles, you cannot say enough about that play by their special teams. Think about it. That keeps this game at 2 possessions in the second half and really adds pressure to the opposition.
Yeah, it certainly does, especially their offense. It takes a lot of pressure off the offense of the team that's leading. They got a little bit more of a cushion to play with now. How about the thanks each guy was getting as they came off the field after that block? Special teams, certainly special in that situation.
Back now at Commanders Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Second down, another run with Taylor. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now back to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Here we go, Shaq.
Back to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Escapes the defender. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It'll buy some time right.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jack Campbell with a pick.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here in this fourth quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
There's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Going deep for Walker. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there.
70 yards. And the Falcons use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He stay on his feet.
On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Cougar 19. Let's go now. 70 ranges. 70 ranges. Ready.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Mitchell.
And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
Able to slither by. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Back to throw. And he's got it.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll look to throw.
Musgrave's got it out right.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw again. And
too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's fourth.
Washington going to send out their punter.
On for a very important punt here in overtime. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way out.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here.